We're going to compress, make sure it's not on the tibia bone. Compress and plantar flex. Compress, plantar flex. Compress, plantar flex. Okay, so you just keep going back and forth. And some people will just stay in one area and compress. The client is less likely to feel any kind of extreme pain with this too. So the faster you are, the more beneficial it will be for them. Okay, next one, I'm going to like snake bite. So I'm going to pull this way and push this way at the same time. Compress, push. And again, you can stay in one area, or you can kind of move it around then too. And for people that are bigger, like for a sports massage, it's going to be a lot more beneficial. Okay, next one, I'm going to flex up here, and we're going to use a little bit with the leg area. And what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to kind of stretch and push right on the IT band and right on the vastus lateralis. So you're kind of rocking the body and pushing at the same time then. But with average trigger point therapy, if you're just going to press and hold an area, it's going to be tender for them. But with this, the body doesn't have time to react as much. Okay, next one, I'm going to bring it out here. So kind of stretch and kind of push, like a pumping action. Okay, next technique, you can even put this right on your anterior deltoid right here. Push and kind of rock right in the hamstrings. And you can use your knuckles if you want in this area, as you can see. But using your shoulder, it's like an extra hand. You can even rotate it out like this. Another option for the same technique, we're going to rotate it out and put it right on our hip, right on our anterior superior iliac spine. Okay, rotate it out and kind of rock and kind of push. If you want right in the adductors, you can compress with your hand. And another option, you can kind of push down and push up. Push down and push up. Or even more, if they're not getting a good enough stretch, I'm going to rotate my hip like this. So I'm going to stretch out the gastrocnemius, the soleus region. Okay, next one, we're going to bring it up, compress, and stretch. So I'm going to, again, compress, like squeeze, and bring it up. Compress, bring it up. Compress, bring it up. Compress, bring it up. But if you stayed in one area, so when I bring it up here, I'm going to compress. And when I bring it back, you can let off with the pressure a little bit. Then bring it up and compress it a little bit more. And keep rocking it. Okay, next option, we're going to cup the calcaneus. Compress and squeeze. Compress. And you can have this same technique. You can kind of bend it, push and bend. Right into the hamstrings. And if you want a little bit more pressure, you can extend the leg while you compress. And it's a good idea to check in with the client every now and then for the pressure wise. Some of these techniques can be used on the floor, but it's a little bit easier for most of them on the table.